Happy New Year mga kapaglaom! A fresh 2026 is here, bringing new opportunities to empower families and strengthen communities here in the Philippines.
And as we step into the new year, it's great to look back on the things we have achieved, learn from it, and bring those lessons moving forward.
Today, we're sharing real stories, impactful work, and the difference we're making together.
Stories of hope, courage, and community that inspire us to do more, only here on
Adra TV. Hello mga kapaglaom! Happy New Year! Yes, 2025 is here and we thank the Lord for another year. And with it, as mentioned, comes with fresh opportunities to empower families and strengthen communities across the Philippines. To everyone that's watching, we would like to welcome you to the first episode of Adra TV for 2026. And again, we are live right now here in the studio of Hope Channel South Philippines because they are our partners. Adra TV is a collaboration between Adra, Hope Channel South Philippines and Adra Philippines. And we're so excited for today. And don't forget to give this episode a reaction. Comment, where are you watching from? Saan ba kayo nanonood? Kamusta ba kayo dyan? Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, or all over the world? And also, share these episodes with your friends and family.
Yes, here on Adra TV, it is our commitment to share stories, our work, and meaningful conversations that truly make a difference. So our episode today is titled Hope in Action, Our Vision for 2026. Together, we will look back on the lessons of the last year, 2025, and explore how we can carry them forward into this new year, which is 2026. And we're very honored and blessed to have with us today a very special guest who leads the entire organization. Please join us in welcoming our dearest country director, Dr. Hope Aperocho.
Hi, Doc!
Hi, Sean. Hi, Hazel. Happy New Year to both of you. I'd like to greet a Happy New Year to all our supporters and viewers of Adra TV. I would like to have special greetings, Sean.
Sure,
Hazel,
Doc. Take your time, Doc.
Some special people. Let's say, I would like to greet my whole family a Happy New Year, but especially a belated happy birthday to my father who celebrated his 85th birthday last week. And also to my loving husband who just celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Ay, happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, sir. Totong. My father is Rogelio Sarsaga. And I would like also to greet our staff in the country office who will be watching us this afternoon, and we have some staff who will be celebrating their birthdays this month of January.
Shaina, right?
Shaina,
Happy birthday,
I think
Shaina.
today, Shaina, or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Shaina.
Sir Ed.
And Sir Ed and Ma'am Levy.
Sir Ed
Okay.
naman.
Oh, paano naman, no? Pasnack naman. I would like also to greet all our Adra staff from all our projects all over the Philippines. A very happy new year to I would like to greet especially our managers. We have for our Together Stronger project, si Miss Lovely Joy Alvar. Love, Happy New Year, and to all your staff there in our project. To our, although we say Rice Benguet is ending in 31, but they are still extending until March this year. So I'd like to greet Rose Ann Paragas, our project manager, very brilliant lady. Our manager in our Rice Vismin, based here in Mindanao, Dinah. Gumban.
Gumban.
Yeah, Miss Dinah Gumban. And our UNFPA projects, we have Shaina Econar, our one of our project managers, Teresa
Britannico.
Britannico. I say Britannico. Britannico, happy New Year to all. And we have a new project that we are going to implement today for under the Japan platform.
Oh, yeah.
It's a humanitarian program for at least 4 months. This will be headed by Miss L. Hamero. And there will be, there's also a team that will be leading out here. So Happy New Year to all. I would like also to say a Happy New Year to all our partners, especially the different unions of the Seventh-day Adventist Church here in the Philippines. Okay, let me start from
Marami
the...
na, Doc. Go, kayanin mo yan.
Kayanin ko ito. From the North Luzon Union, North Philippine Union
Mission.
NLPUM, North Luzon Philippine Union Mission, headed by Pastor Malabad. And then from the South SLPUM, South Luzon Philippine Union Mission, headed by Pastor Cajobe, which is currently sitting as one of our board Board of Trustee member. Then let's go to the Central. We have also 2 unions now in the Central.
Wow.
We have, nako.
Central.
East Central, is that correct? East Central Philippine Union Conference, headed by Pastor Joel Barliso. He's also our existing Board of Trustee member. And a new union in the West Central Philippine Union Mission, headed by our new president, Pastor Gingging, Mamerto Gingging, who was also once from here and also being very active in Hope Channel South Philippines. Then, of course, our host or home union here in South Philippines, the Southwestern Philippine Union Conference, headed by Pastor Jerry Patalinghog, who is also a member of our Board of Trustees. And also would like to greet the SEPUM, or the Southeastern Philippine Union Mission, headed by Pastor Danielo Palomares, who is currently the chairman of the board of Adra Philippines. So, these are our partners. Yes. Memorized. 6 na sila. So, and also growing. Yeah, and the work here in the Philippines is really growing. So I would like to greet all of these union presidents together with their administration officers. So a Happy New Year. I would like also to greet all our supporters who are supporting us, especially in the last year, during those calamities who've been there.
The last
few months of the year. And they've been there always for us, our ACS volunteers, members of the church, and those who are our Adra Angels and other partners who have been supporting Adra Philippines all throughout the years and all throughout our programs. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts, and a happy New Year, and we look forward to working again with you this 2026.
Yes. We're so happy, Doc, that you are with us on the very first episode of Adra TV.
It's been a while.
Yes, we're back. Live na live po kami ngayon, mga kapaglaom.
Yes.
And we just like to say hi to everyone that is with us online, no? Especially dito sa page sa Adra Philippines. We have, of course, number 1 dira, si Kuya Carl Mark Morta.
Hi, Kuya Mark.
Our Emergency Response Coordinator. We also have here our Christian Roda. Sabi niya dito, have a blessed Monday afternoon, everyone, on Adra Philippines, and happy watching and greetings from Noveleta, Cavite. Hello po. We also have Arian Alvarez Fahutag. Hello po, watching from Osh, Kyrgyzstan. I think it's from that's the other country. And later, I'll check Hope Channel South Philippines page. Now, as mentioned by Hazel po, this episode is a very special episode. It's our first episode for the year 2026. And in its title is Hope in Action, Adra's Vision for 2026. Now, before we go and talk about the future, we can only have the right perspectives of future if we really do not forget what happened in the past, right, Doc? So ngayon, pag-usapan muna natin. Doc, for you, in your own understanding, what does it mean sa phrase na hope in action, personally for you?
Personally, Sean, I'm
literally
hope. Literally, I'm hope. But for me, when we say hope in action, action, that means to say being present and being there when you are needed the most.
Wow.
Because being present when you are needed the most brings hope.
No, that
That's shortly, in a very short, in
But
a
it's
very
so
factful-
powerful, Doc.
Yes.
Especially the line when you are needed the most. No? I believe those times are where people are mostly hopeless
Yes.
din. So aside that we hear about hope, we have to see it alive and
Yes.
working in our very own lives.
Yes.
So Doc, why is hope not enough unless it is acted upon? Ba't kailangang lagyan ng action, especially in the humanitarian work?
When we talk about hope, parang something that you are just imagining. But hope is not hope unless you do something about it. Because minsan, when we go to communities, yung mga tao dyan, nag-hope na somebody will bring positive change or something good to them. Kung tayo nasa upuan lang natin, nasa bahay natin, na say, ay sana, no, mayroong makapagdala sa kanila ng maganon. Why not you yourself, bring yourself there?
Oh, yeah.
Diba? So it's not enough to just say, I hope. It just say, we have to do it. You have to be there. If there is hope, I'm a very positive person. Probably it's because of my name. Hope.
Your hope, Doc.
Yes. Yes. Because, hope brings positive things in the person, say for myself itself, but to the people where you will go to, it will bring a positive outlook, impression in their life. Kasi Sean, I think when people are, especially in the humanitarian world, when people are in crisis, some of them are hopeless, I should say.
I believe so.
And it's not only in crisis, even wherever we are, there are people that unknowingly might have lost some hope. But just being present there. Kasi alam natin, our work is not only bringing relief physically or materially, but we even, in your case, you're doing psychological first aid. And then that's mental health services that we provide. And with that one, we give hope to these people who might be lost, who might be depressed, anxious. It might not be financially. They might have the means, especially if they are in crisis.
Yes, Doc.
Even if they have the means. But if they have that experiences in crisis, they might need even our presence.
Wow.
So hope in action, that is being present there.
Wow. Hazel, Dog, last
I
year.
think, yes. I think the word kasi na hope, parang, I think it's quite synonymous to faith, right? You know, the common verse that we heard is, faith without action is dead. So, yes, tama si Doc, no, that,
It should be alive.
yes.
It should be in action. It's not just something sa words lang pala.
Kasi pag words lang kasi, parang it's giving like, nagpapaasa lang ba?
Oh, that's true.
Gives false hope.
And
So,
this is a powerful conversation, especially looking back and looking forward sa ating ding mga kapaglaom today, no, are the purpose of our lives. It's the best time to talk about why are we here, no? With all the goals that we have for 2026, makabili nito, makaganito, makaganyan. I hope we do not forget that our lives, we are here for a purpose.
Yes.
And that is for our fellow human being. So that's why we're inviting you to watch Adra TV, because we're all humanitarians. Haze.
Yes, Doc, for the next question, no, di ba what's written in our manual is our purpose is to serve humanity so all may live as God intended. But we also have our motto. So the justice, compassion, and love. So the question, Doc, is how does Adra turn these three words into practical and life-changing action?
Okay. I think in the past, especially in the past year, towards the end of the year, the last quarter,
Opo.
third and the last quarter of the year, where calamities,
Yeah,
series of
especially the
calamities.
earthquakes. Grabe yun. No?
It's not only, it started with the typhoons and one of the things that I should say that this mantra that we have, justice, compassion, and love, where our staff go to places that nobody would want to go. Ang napansin ko, kasi may nagtatanong sa akin, anong ginagawa nyo? Ba't hindi ko kayo makikita sa mga news? Diba? Hindi kayo makikita sa news kasi yung iba na doon. We usually go to places where sometimes are being neglected because most of those responders flocked in areas where there is media coverage. Kasi free publicity yan. But tayo sa Adra, we are not after publicity, we are after service.
Yeah, having to mention Kuya Mark, di ba, Hazel, when we went to Manay, Davao Oriental, after that 7-point-something earthquake, nagmotor siya kasama mga volunteers do kasi there's a community there that we can reach. It's really a life of sacrifice and it's not about be seen in public and all.
Yeah. Just like, I would like say, yung nag-respond doon sa Kalayan Island in the North, si
Reggie.
Yes, and stranded sila. Then tinitingnan ko, I asked them, where are you staying when you were there sa dock? Ano lang, yung parang lumang bahay, may sira pa,
Because the island is completely washed
out. And then,
no lifelines.
they were stranded for a few, I think for a week. Kasi even konting hangin, no boat will travel to the mainland, diba? So and that is actually bringing compassion to these communities. That is true compassion, I should say. You go to places where nobody wants to be. And that's what we are doing, diba? And just imagine sacrificing family. Nagmomotor si Mark, si Reg. Pumupunta doon with the boat, the danger, the risk of traversing the sea, being away from your own family. Kaya saludo ako sa lahat ng responders natin, sa lahat ng staff natin.
Kaya nga, Doc, so our viewers, very soon you will hear these stories. You will meet these people. We will really highlight this in our episodes here sa the stories from our staff as well. Doc.
Yeah. So, I think that's all, that's the thing, Shan. And then, hindi lang yan, marami tayo. Even in our project, justice being fair, yung mga projects natin, especially in Camarines Sur, which is a gender-inclusive project, and we take care of women and children, lalo na mga kababaihan. And I think you all agree that during crisis, usually ang mga kababaihan, kasi ang dami nating needs na kailangang i-address din kahit crisis.
Gender, like talaga na, for example, you're menstruating.
Oo.
Now that I'm a mother, grabe, marami po talagang pangangailangan. And it's not something arte-arte lang. No. Basic po siya na pangangailangan for us to be able to fully function in our roles in the
With
family.
dignity.
With dignity.
Yan. And just look at the evacuation centers na nandito sa atin. Everybody is mixed. So I could just imagine you living in an evacuation center, babae ka, mahirapan ka, just changing. It's, the private thing that we are doing as a woman, diba? So we are, in our projects, we include that aspect of being gender sensitive in everything.
And that is something that's really practical when you say hope in action. So hindi po yung to our partners, to our Adra Angels, our work here in Adra Philippines, we move beyond what's just needed din minsan. 'Di ba sabi minsan hindi na napapag-isipan. Just like the mere prioritizing women, persons with disabilities in times of humanitarian crisis, 'di ba? So we prioritize on that. That is beautiful here, and so hopefully soon you get to see.
I would also like to add, Doc and Atishan, like, me being part of the project last year, parang I would like to emphasize also the work of our staff in translating this justice, compassion, and love into action. So, although like funds, we have plans that are already provided sa mga staff, but it is how we stood our ground. Kasi sometimes iba-iba kasi tayo ng pananaw sa buhay. Even the leaders that we meet, diba? Iba rin yung pananaw nila. So I think one factor why we were able to carry out these projects efficiently and effectively, it's because of the morals that we have as humanitarians.
Amen.
And
Yeah.
in times of when our principles or morals
Are
are
being
being
tested.
tested or even oppressed in a way, we really stand firm with what we believe in.
Yeah. And not for self-service, no?
Yes.
It's for the people,
For
their
for
own
humanity.
good. Now, Doc, I believe, no, it's January 12 already. Siguro, as our leader, you have been able to sit down and think of 2026. And no, Doc, what lessons? Sige, can you mention at least 2 or 3 that you have learned from 2025, generally as a leader or personally, that has helped you shape our vision for 2026?
Okay, I think when we did our strategic plan, we looked back of what's going on, diba? For 2025, one of the things that I've learned, no, yung deployment of people, that's one. And sometimes yung staff natin is stretched because, lalo na,
Yes.
nobody's expecting a series of calamities that would happen in
Grabe
just
yun,
within 2 weeks.
To our partners, there was a time na isa na lang ang tao sa office, sa Adra Philippines last year kasi deployed lahat. Ganun.
Thinking about it, parang
Kala-
I'm exhausted already.
Ba, grabe. Naubos po yung tao. Wala nang,
Because it
kahit
was a
admin,
series.
kahit fine, accountant po,
Accountant.
andun na po sa field. HR, andun na sa field.
So that is why I was saying we have to establish a volunteer database now, a fix, and this is where connected sa ating plans for this year, like lalo na sa partnership in enhancing or improving our partnership with the different unions and missions, and training for using the Disaster Ready Church program.
Yes.
Parang meron tayong mga volunteers na ready or trained volunteers na anytime may calamity, may itatap.
So lalakas ang Disaster Ready Church Initiative
Yes.
this
Yes.
2026. Take
Yes.
note, si Hazel bibiyahe.
I think Mark is already making some plans. So
Yeah.
I asked him to do that. Meron na siyang mga plano for this year, and one of that is on the Disaster Ready Church program.
Ayun.
And we will be, I think for the first quarter, will be more on establishing this relationship with our unions, especially for the ACS. Lalo na, we have new officers
Yes.
for this year. So at least, tayo, parang refresher ng iba at training. Parang meron tayong established database for volunteers.
So that's one. And then another one, Doc. Siguro.
Oh, another one. Yung being ready all the time.
No, Doc, no, sa Pilipinas kasi grabe yung crisis. You will really not expect what will happen. Kahit ako, who would expect na sa Cebu City, 6.9, and after a few weeks, we had a 7.4. And then after a few weeks, nagbagyo, nagsunod-sunod. So, ganun siya. So, yung parang kalmado, pero agad. So, I think that's
That's being ready all the time. I think
that's very
one thing.
biblical.
It's not only about for the humanitarian aspect only, but even in our development programming. When we say being ready, meaning to say if there are calls for proposal, meron tayong tao kasi sometimes stretch na lahat.
Yes.
And hopefully for this year, with God's blessing, we might be able to address issues that we haven't been able to address last year.
Yes, that's so exciting. Looking forward for 2026. Doc, can you mention one story that is unforgettable for you na from the field and why this story matters?
Okay. Usually from the field, because I'm not usually deployed during
Yes.
calamities, but of course they share stories. And one of the things that stuck to my mind was a story told by Regine, and in Calayan. They have to, it's a mountainous island. They
Saan
have-
ba ang Kalaya, Doc?
In the Babuyan group of
For our
islands.
viewers to understand, this is on the tip of Luzon.
Yeah.
Oh, in the
Not north.
Babuyan group of islands.
So doon na po
Near
Pabatanes,
Yan,
sa Taiwan. Layo na dyan
Layo na
tayo.
And then they are riding motorcycles kahit mahirap na sila. And then while they were doing that, a community, a community member would say, "Good for you, ma'am, because you don't choose who to give. Because merong other faith-based organizations who went to the community na ang binibigyan lang nila, member ng faith nila. But us in Adra, we don't choose who to give as long as they need it. We help them.
Yeah.
And that is one story that say, so we are really living, I should say, living our mantra, justice, compassion, love. Because love has no boundaries. Love is whoever, the people that needs them most, you give them love.
Yes. And that's part of the 4 core humanitarian principles. Diba?
Yeah.
Dapat walang pipiliin based on religion, political affiliations. It's really based on who needs it most importantly. Hindi man mabigyan ng lahat, pero yung
Yes.
talagang sagad nga nangangailangan. We do our best to do.
Sometimes it really poses a challenge talaga, Doc.
Oo.
Kung aawayin
our-
ka. Kami
That's really
dapat
it.
first, no?
I know kayo, ang dami niyong kwento for the, ano, if we will listen to your stories, I know our time may not be enough.
Yes, exactly.
On the other hand, on our development programming, I would just like to also to mention because minsan ito sila yung project natin sa Cotabato with our rice, ano?
Rice biscuits.
And one of the things that I admired in our rice bismin, especially in that area, they are already recognized by the local government, and they've been saying like, kasi we provided machineries for at a low cost for them. They said, ma'am, nakatulong ito talaga kasi if yung cost of production nila nagre-reduce and they earn more, our farmers there nag-i-earn more. So it's really a life-changing.
Yes.
Kahit sabi ko, ang liit naman itong contribution namin, 2 machine lang,
But it's
it
changing.
changes.
So that should give everybody hope and an invitation to anyone that's listening right now. No one is so poor to help.
Yes.
No, hindi nyo sabi, I'm poor also, I need to receive. Pero at the end of the day, even a small contribution will make
It's not really necessary
No.
monetary sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes your presence, as what I've said.
you can always minister to another person. No? So, talaga yung tulong is a mindset. No? So, yan yun. I would just like to mention before Hazel cues our video, no? I'd just like to mention everybody that's here sa Facebook. Kasama natin si Zaya Capio. Good afternoon din po. And of course, our my previous project manager, kasama si Kuya Austin Recto. Hi, Kuya! Kuya Gary, kamusta ka, Kuya? And then, there's a comment here from Ma'am Venice Marie Budayao.
Yeah.
You're one of our staff and also my in-law relative, kasi kay Ma'am. Justice, love, and compassion. I love to repeat it always in my heart. It's not just Adra's ideals, they are our actions. No?
Yeah.
Hindi lang siya something that's theory, no? But that's what makes us put it into action. It reflects a commitment to creating lasting change, not just temporary relief.
Yes.
And thank you for your comment, Ma'am Venice. And to our viewers, you can also comment your thoughts sa ating discussion this afternoon. And also maybe you have a suggestion or something that you want us to do as a community. Please comment it. Yes, Hazel?
Sige, Ate Shan, before I cue again the
Oh,
video.
wow! Atos pa, sir.
Ate Shan, I would like for you to answer this question. No? So, since last year, we were quite absent. So, what lessons, again, yung question natin kay Doc, what lessons of 2025 have shaped your vision for 2026 as a
As a
humanitarian worker?
I believe, be ready to be uncomfortable and be ready for rapid growth. That's something that I have learned. Minsan kasi when we think of growth, parang slow and it will take years and time. But now in the work sa humanitarian, be ready for rapid growth. Be ready to do multiple decisions because we are not serving anyone, we're serving people who are in need. So yun yung something that I've really learned that I hope to apply for 2026 na pas-pas ba? Marana bitaw, dili pwede ang hinay-hinay diri sa humanitarian
Yeah.
na nanginahanglan, no? So hindi pwede yung pa ano-ano lang. So be ready for rapid growth. And ikaw, Hayes, back to you.
Binalik ko rin. I think siguro as what I have experienced and observed in the communities that we serve in, marami pa tayong gagawin.
Yeah.
A lot of things to do.
Yes.
Girl, maraming always gagawin.
Yes, I think kasi when we look back on our achievements, we thought that we've
Okay
already done our best or we've done everything. But in hindsight,
Kulang pa.
kulang pa. So that's what I've learned from last year that hopefully I'll carry on this year. Marami pang to-do list
Yes.
na kailangan i-tick off. So right now, to our viewers, before we proceed to our second part of discussion, let's watch Adra Philippines 2025 Annual Report.
When we speak of harvest, we imagine fields, golden, abundant, and full of life. But this year, Adra's harvest has taken many forms, not just in the fields, but in the hearts healed, homes rebuilt, and lives restored. The Apostle Paul once wrote, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." And truly, 2025 has been a season of sowing and reaping, a season of justice, compassion, and love. Across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, Adra responded to emergencies with compassion and speed, reaching 12,257 individuals through food relief, cash assistance, and psychological first aid. When disaster struck, whether earthquakes, floods, or fires, our team stood beside the most vulnerable, helping them rebuild not just homes, but hope. Behind every number is a story of courage and a reminder that compassion always multiplies. Through the Disaster Ready Church program, 285 church members across the Philippines were trained to become centers of safety and care, ready to serve when calamity strikes. Because when the ground shakes, the church can still stand firm as a refuge for the weary, a light in the dark. In Camarines Sur, through the Together Project, Adra reached 39,000 individuals across 5 municipalities and 76 barangays, empowering women, girls, boys, and families to enjoy their health rights and protect their dignity. More than 273 community support groups were formed, and women and adolescents learned to save and grow through 158 saving groups and 39 livelihood startup grants. Also, Adra worked with the Department of Education, Department of Health, and local governments training educators, health workers, and VOW desk officers to deliver accurate information and safe spaces for those in need. In schools, menstrual health and WASH programs reached over 10,000 students, while 76 community transport systems now ensure survivors can access SRH and gender-based violence services safely. And in Catanduanes, comprehensive sexual health and gender-based violence services were delivered to more than 30,000 people before and after disasters. Because protection and dignity should never be lost, even in times of crisis. Here, seeds of dignity are being sown, and the harvest is a generation that knows its worth. In Bukidnon, South Cotabato, and Iloilo, the Rice Vismin Project helped families rebuild livelihoods, strengthening farmers, entrepreneurs, and cooperatives. 1,138 entrepreneurs received management training programs and direct loans. That's 228% of the target. 1,061 women gained access to business and farming loans. 730 farmers received business training and capital support, and 412 cooperative members were assessed by banks as bankable, surpassing the original goal. Through 1.5 million in seed funds and capital assistance, these communities are now planting the seeds of shared prosperity and independence. And in the Cordillera region, through the Rise Benguet project, Adra worked with 21 civil society organizations across the blessed area: Baguio, La Trinidad, Itogon, Sablan, Tuba, and Tublay, to make resilience part of every community's future. Together, they strengthened the resilience of 500,000 residents, showing a 69% increase in adaptive capacity to disaster and climate change. 2.1 million in catalytic funds supported 21 community-based projects, while 42 CSO champions and 234 members were trained in inclusive, gender-sensitive disaster risk management. Today, the LGUs of Benguet and women-led CSOs stand hand in hand, advocating for transparency, sustainability, and hope that endures. This is the harvest of empowerment, where communities themselves become champions of change. To God be the glory, no? We would like to praise God and thank Him for everything that has been done for the year 2025. Napanood niyo po from development to humanitarian, the things that we have achieved sa year 2025. And we invite you to partner with us. We invite everyone that's watching to be an Adra angel, and let's do more for 2026. And I'd just like to say hi to everybody that's watching sa Facebook. We have here Ma'am May Sheila. Hello po, watching from Iloilo, no? Halong mo dira mga kapaglaom. We also have him here from Francia Castillo Compañero. Hello po, watching from Nabua, Camarines Sur. More power and God bless Adra team. Thank you very much. And Shaina is watching live with us. Hi Shaina, happy birthday. Ace?
Okay, so let's go back to our discussion with Doc. So I think we should go straight forward with our questions. So Adra's vision for 2026. So Doc, what are the key priorities of Adra Philippines?
Ang daming priorities, Doc. Ano bang pinaka-priority, no?
Okay, in the Adra strategic plan, meron tayong focus areas. So we divided it into 4 focus areas. One is on faith. Then we have funds and resources. Then we have programs, and then we have people. So at least itong focus areas, these are your priority. Now, on the faith area is the main focus, or ang priority natin dito is strengthening natin yung relationship natin with the church and with the different unions, di ba? How do we do that? Through our DRCH programs, trainings, and everything. Kasi Adra, being a faith-based, as the humanitarian arm of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, the church should be our strongest or strategic partner.
Exactly. Yes.
Diba? So that's one. And in that case, if through this RCH program, we are planning, or we would want to see a resilience hub. Then when we were talking, said, siguro i-start natin sa mga disaster-prone missions.
Yes. So can you please elaborate on when you say resilience hubs, no? For our viewers.
Yeah, okay. It's a hub or a place where we can have our training for the SCH, and if we have the funds, we can equip it. Diba? We can equip it that when once matrain na yung mga workers, maka first responder din sila, merong mga ganon. The packing of, if ever there are food packing, doon gagawin. And then the ACS can use it for their other community service programs. And awareness is also important among our church of what we are doing as Adra. And that is where you comes in. Okay, you come in through our Adra TV and our posting in our Facebook page, especially awareness of who Adra is and what we are and what we are doing, especially sa ating, not only in the church community, even in the Philippines, kasi ang dami pang hindi kilala si Adra.
Exactly.
That is one,
Unfortunately.
yeah, and that is one priority. Kaya sabi ko, di ba, when I mentioned, when we talked before, yung Adra TV, revive natin. Kailangang weekly may episode tayo.
Yes, po daw.
Di ba? And so we
That's
have
our New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution.
Yes,
And
mga kapaglaom,
we
a
already-
weekly episode so that there will be an upcoming segment. It's Adra on the ground. So we invite our projects staff and project managers, Doc, na 1 minute lang sabihin na nila ano nangyayari. So that our viewers get a glimpse of what is happening behind the talks that we have here.
Yes.
We are a lot, mga kapaglaom. There are people on the ground, on islands, bukid, isla, andun po sila at nagtatrabaho for humanity.
yeah, thank you. And also sa ating another focus area, especially on the funds and financing area. Kasi alam mo naman, we in Adra, we thrive through donors and donation. And so dito, we will be enhancing, and that is where also, because hindi ito lang trabaho lang ito ng taga-finance. Hindi. It's a collaborative work sa lahat natin. Like, kayo dito sa comms, to encourage our supporters to support more Adra so that more people will be helped.
Yeah.
Will be served, no? And the programs department, the programs focus. Alam naman natin, in an NGO, like in a humanitarian organization, the program is, anong tawag natin? Lifeblood ba yan? O heart? The heartbeat of an NGO, humanitarian ano. Kasi doon ginagawa yung mga proposals. Diba? Even if we are doing humanitarian response, there is still a proposal that we have to make. Okay, diba? So, doon, and as of now, well, we are happy that we have already approved our program for this, starting this year. The CFGV, or the Canadian Food and Grains Bank, sponsored by them. It is a food resilience program, and it will be located in the North Philippines, I think in Cagayan to Gigarao.
That's exciting to not to feature and to share to our
Yes.
donors, because this is not just a success of Adra, this is everybody.
And it's a 4-year program.
Wow.
So-
And sometimes in docs, out of the programs, we learn to, make initiatives as well. We can, baka pwede natin yung gawin. Get individually or collectively dito sa
And we
program.
can even share that with
Duplicate.
we can even share that with our ACS partners. Na what we are doing here, kung ano makita nating innovative na kayang-kaya sa ACS level, why not, diba? Then we also have for this year, as part of our recovery program for the humanitarian, especially in Camarines Sur, a shelter programming project with the Japan platform, sponsored
So,
by the
pag sinabing
Japan.
shelter is
Housing,
pabahay.
pabahay. But
Kasi-
it's not full partial pabahay. Hindi ito buong bahay ginagawa natin.
It's
But
more on the
assistance,
materials.
shelter assistance.
Ayun.
Okay.
Kasi nga, the past typhoons last year, marami, Cebu, you've heard about the typhoon. So maraming nawalan ng bahay. Kailangan din natin silang tulungan. So that's the project.
Yes, so
Good.
that's from the Japan platform. And we are also, we have also an ongoing partnership with the United Nations Population Fund, the UNFPA, and they are focused on gender, like women's health, sexual and reproductive health. And I think, alam naman natin, we are halfway, 6 months in the implementation of our Stronger project sponsored by the Canadian government or Global Affairs Canada. And it's still a sexual reproductive health program, but in this project it will be more building and strengthening health systems, especially in the Bicol area.
No, Doc, it will be a busy year for you. Parang, oh, wow.
And it's not only that, we don't stop writing proposals. Okay. We don't stop writing proposals because ang dami pang communities, I think the Philippines is so wide, ang dami pa nating pwedeng gawin.
Ayun.
On the people pathway, I think it's more on the human resources that we have here because NGOs, we thrive with people. No? And sila yung mga ano yung tawag natin, arms, the arm, that they're the feet that they will go to the communities. And that is why, as what we've said, na strengthen natin yung volunteer system natin ngayon.
So, it's not just about money talaga, no? One thing that I've learned with Adra is that you appeal to people to work with us, partner with us, and yung mga what's our burden as a humanitarian is they share with us as well, and then we walk together in we can grow in helping communities, empowering communities here in the Philippines.
Actually, ang dami nating pwedeng gawin. I'm just putting it up in a capsule form. Kasi each of this capsule, ang daming laman dyan gagawin. Ano? It's not only, but so generally speaking, those are the things that we will be doing. There will be a church, more on the church and in the programming.
Having that said, Doc, we will be praying for you and
the team.
And our team for the year 2026 talaga. Hayes, you have one last question?
Okay, so Doc, I think this should be highlighted, no? Because from our experience last year, it was quite tough in this department. So Doc, in emergencies, how is Adra preparing not just to respond, but to build long-term resilience? But I'd like to add, Doc, apart from our operations for other people, I've heard from you earlier that when it comes to the deployment, we'll be having a volunteer pool. So are there other plans for the staff?
Training.
Yeah, moving forward, because last year, it's unbelievable that we were spread too thin. Like, we can all feel the fatigue. Then, you know, basic saying that you cannot fill other people's cup if you are empty. So,
thank you very much for that observation. But totoo yan. And we have already a discussion with our HR. Meron na din siyang plans, especially for capacity building sang staff mismo natin. Lalo na yung hindi pa nakapag-undergo ng mga training on emergency response, sila na yung ipa-priority natin. Kasi sabi ko, even yung basic, yung foundation, kasi I was even telling Mark, because sila na yung advanced na yun sila, we can have every week ba or once a month na meron tayong series of trainings for our workers. And that's already part of the plan that we are doing for our staff. And by the way, we are even would like to partner with in the church yung part ng disaster response maging honor sa Pathfinder or Master Guide. I think you have started it already.
Doc,
and so doon sa country office natin, hindi lahat Master Guide. So we might be doing series also of classes for Master Guides sa staff natin who are not Master Guides. And mag-invite tayo sa community. So there, rest assured, Hazel, there's our training programs or plans that we have already established. We've talked with our HR na i-capacitate natin yung mismong workers natin.
Yun. Thank you, Doc Hope. Thank you, Hayes, for that question. And I believe we have a lot of staff listening to us right now, and I'm sure they're happy to hear that also. Looking forward sa year 2020. Alam mo, kinakabahan ako na excited. So, ever since I worked sa Adra 4 years na, no?
You'll never know.
Yeah, it's really truly unexpected. You think you've seen it all, but you have ngayon nga nag-aalboroto yung Mount Mayon.
Yes.
So 2026 in the humanitarian field is parang kakabahan ka, but I believe with what Doc has mentioned, the vision already for 2026, and by God's grace, we are not alone. And God will be with us. Ayun. So that, for our last question, before we show another video, Doc, this is a question for you. And to our viewers that's watching right now, no? They may not be officially or hired here in Adra, but maybe they're inspired sa ating discussion. What can they do
Yes.
To live, no, relive the line hope in action in their lives, possibly in their communities. What is your invitation to them?
Okay, especially for our viewers who would want to be a part of what we are doing, there are a lot of ways of doing it. Of course, through our volunteer system. Kung merong training sa inyong district or mission for the RCH, please volunteer if you want.
Disaster Ready Church.
Disaster Ready Church. Or at the same time, yung maging part financially if you cannot be there.
Be an Adra angel.
Be an Adra angel, because I always believe, though how small that would be, it already gives the small that we have is already big to somebody who need it most.
Yes.
'Di ba? Yung makonti sa atin, yung sa walang-wala, malaki na 'yan. 'Di ba? So you can be an Adra angel, and through your prayers and support for our communities, for our staff, and everybody who is doing this work. These are the things that you can do. No? Now, in your own personal self, kahit hindi Adra, every day, wherever you may be, every person that you meet, look at them with love, with compassion, with kindness. In a way, you are already doing what we are doing, and that is hope in action.
Ayun. Thank you very much, Doc, for today's episode. You have a flight to catch. But before we close this episode, we have a video to watch. No, it's a message. It's a holiday message, actually, from our staff, so that you see them and you get to meet. Sino ba yung mga kasamahan natin sa Adra Philippines? Please watch this.
This year has been full of challenges, but through it all, Jesus, the reason for this season, has carried us through. Looking back, we are grateful for the dedication and unwavering commitment of everyone in our projects and communities. Across the country, our teams have been working tirelessly, bringing hope and positive change to the lives of the people we serve.
This holiday season in Camarines Sur, the Stronger and Together project sends its warmest greetings to all women and girls. May this season bring you good health, empowerment, and the confidence to use your voice, know your worth, and make informed decisions.
From all of us at the Rice Benguet Project, we wish you a joyful and meaningful Christmas. May this season bring you hope and strength as you continue building more resilient, safer, and stronger communities.
From North Luzon, we hope for strengthened preparedness and humanitarian support during disasters, ensuring women, girls, and vulnerable groups can have access to life-saving services and recover with dignity.
From Catanduanes, we wish for strength and continued hope. May women and girls have unwavering access to life-saving healthcare and psychosocial support, even during disasters.
From Visayas and Mindanao, we wish our farmers abundant harvest, sustainable livelihoods, and support that uplifts their communities.
From together,
we wish you a happy holidays and a joyful new year! Naimbang ang Pasko kay naragsak ang barong kawel kanilang amin!
from the Emergency Response Team of North Luzon, we wish you a happy holidays and a joyful new year.
From Bicol Emergency Response Catanduanes, we wish you happy holidays and a joyful new year.
From Rice Vismin, we wish you happy holidays and a joyful new year.
And from the country office, we wish you joy. Joy that fills your hearts and homes, reminding us of the blessings we share.
And love that embraces everyone, our families, colleagues, partners, and communities, and inspires us to continue serving with compassion.
And above all, we wish you hope, the kind of hope that shines in the darkest times, anchored in Jesus, who leads us into a new year filled with promise and grace.
May we continue to serve humanity so all may live as God intended.
Yes, and so to our staff, our co-workers in Adra, may we all continue to serve humanity so all may live as God intended. Ayun, thank you very much for joining us today's episode, the first episode of Adra TV for 2026. Maraming salamat sa nanonood, who listened, who commented. Having that mentioned, we have here Tita Mainet. Hello, Tita. She's also an NGO worker. I'm so happy to see you here. And we have Din Ocfemia Borsilio Cornelio. Maraming salamat po. Please do not forget, every Monday po tayo, every Lunes, alas 5 hanggang alas 6 ng hapon tayo live dito sa Adra TV. So as we close today's episode, we extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who joined us, our viewers, partners, volunteers, supporters, and of course, I'd like to mention our Adra Angels.
Yes. We would also like to recognize and thank our Adra family, our dedicated co-workers, project teams, and field staff across the country. Your commitment, compassion, and hard work make this mission possible every single day.
And of course, I mentioned talaga natin to our partners, including Hope Channel South Philippines. Thank you so much, Ati Charm Sinining, Pastor Janser Calibod, Pastor Roxy Pido. Thank you for your support. And to all those working behind the scenes, our volunteers, thank you for walking with us and for walking with us in the future as we serve families and communities across the Philippines. Again, this has been Adra TV,
where hope is put into action.